Well, he's a Michelin-starred chef. He's a restaurateur. He's a New York Times best-selling author. You have known him as one of the most amazing television personalities, from the Take Home Chef, the Top Chef, of course, the Field Trips with Curtis Stone, Iron Chef, Food Network, the Rachel Ray Show. And when Curtis Stone puts his name on either the amazing pans or this incredible food, you know it has to be the best of the best. This is our best value of the day from Curtis Stone. He has been renowned throughout the industry for his incredible food. His seafood, always a fan favorite, but this is the first time ever he's introducing his Panko coated shrimp to everybody as our best value of the day. So let me introduce you to your choices. You can do one of two ways. You can do the Panko coated shrimp, or you can do the coconut encrusted shrimp. Either one, they're both amazing. Then you can choose if you want the 45 count, or do you want to do the 90 piece count. I'll tell you this, the 90 piece count is a better value, dollar for dollar, shrimp for shrimp, if you know what I'm saying. Best value ever on the 90 count. And then you can also choose if you want single ship, if you want auto ship, if you want it now, if you want it later. But I'll tell you what I want to do right now. I want to eat some shrimp, and I want to go right out to Curtis Stone. He is joining us live at his farm out in California. And so nice to be with you, Curtis. It's been a while. I've missed you, my friend. Congratulations on an amazing today's special, and I am ready to eat. How about you?
Well, you're in the right place because, well, you're not in the right place, sadly. You need to be here. But I know you've got some wonderful shrimp there as well. I tell you what, this shrimp is a game changer. It makes life so simple, and the flavor is crazy good. Before I even get onto the shrimp, though, I want to just quickly show you this 9x13 pan. It does come with the rack, and here's why it's so perfect for this job in particular. The air circulates through that rack, of course, so what you're getting with the shrimp is total crispiness, right? So with all of your foods that you want to throw into an air fryer or into an oven, it is so easy to do. You just put the shrimp onto a rack, from frozen, by the way. Less than 20 bucks. Are you kidding me? That is a crazy price on that pan. Here's what's so cool, though. When you get these out, they go into an air fryer, 400 degrees. Look, we leave the tail on, so you've got this cute little handle. You can just hold them up like that. They go in for 10 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes at about 400 degrees. Now, let me show you what we're dealing with. We're dealing with sweet white shrimp, all the way up. Now, you can see that tiny little bit of crumb around the outside. That is panko crumb, so it is super crunchy. I'm going to cut through just a couple of these, and you can see I'm just banging on through them. You can see those beautiful. Now, they're the two original. Let me cut through one of the coconut for you, because again, look at that beautiful white shrimp. So the only difference is the coconut has the addition of a little coconut. We haven't done it over the top. We wanted to keep that coconut kind of mild in flavor. Look at the size of these shrimp. But even more importantly, listen to the crunch of them. Because when you have a bite of this, Sarah, you know, I mean, you know how good these are. Oh.
Okay. Curtis, I've already devoured one while you were talking.
I get it.
Okay, you want? Let's see if you can hear the crunch in my microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you're going to hear that. I'm sorry, that might kind of gross you out, but there is a lot of crunch. There is a lot of flavor. Everything that you love about shrimp, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's tender. Oh my gosh, the shrimp is perfect. And then the panko coating, whether you choose the original or whether you choose the coconut, it is like to die for. True story, Curtis, I was getting ready to come to work tonight. I was running out the door. My husband's like, aren't you gonna eat dinner? And I said, no, I'm having shrimp for dinner. I have a date with Curtis Stone. And he's like, wait a minute. He's that tall, handsome, blonde Australian guy. And I said, yeah, sorry, honey. But I'll tell you what, this is the best dinner you could even imagine. And they're so easy to cook and prepare, aren't they?
So simple. Now, whether you're, I put these in two categories, meals and snacks. This does both, right? So when it comes to snacks, look at this. I've done a little crudité platter. Take your pick as to whether you put the coconut or the regular out. And then, of course, you're just going to serve it with a little dipping sauce, and away you go, right? So whether it's for your football game, whether it's to have something for when the kids pop round, you've just got something ready to go. And then, of course, so many delicious meals. I mean, I've got a little salad here This salad's actually just done with some noodles, some different vegetables. You can see it right there, that beautiful soba noodles. And then I take the beautiful shrimp. Now, I've cut these up. Think about how inexpensive these are. They really are very, very reasonable. I've got, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shrimp. Okay, now these come out, if you buy the 90 pack, they come out at $1.44 a piece. When you do the math on that, you're just over $6 worth of shrimp, and you're probably going to feed 4 people with it. Now, something else I've got to show you. Now, this will sell out, so I want you to jump in on this immediately. I hardly ever say that, but I just need you to know that these will go, all right? So I don't want to get those emails and say, we sold out and I wanted it. So here it is. It's the soy ginger sauce, and then we also have the sriracha aioli, all right? I think if you want it as a combo, we've got 500 sets to go around the entire country. Of course, you can get 2 in the soy, you can get 2 in the sriracha. We might have a little more of the soy than the sriracha, but that's limited. But as a combo, it's about to go. So if you want it, grab it. The sriracha, by the way, is just so good. Now, I said how simple this was to cook, right? All you do, because this is how it arrives to you, on dry ice, so perfectly snap frozen. All you're going to do is take it out of the package, throw it onto that rack, and then into the air fryer. Of course, you can put it into an oven as well. I've got my air fryer right here. This guy does absolutely everything, and yes, it is available. But let me go ahead and pull this out. When I say it does everything, you can cook as a rotisserie, you can use it as an air fryer, you can use it as an oven. It really does so many amazing things. So you can see that gorgeous golden brown and crispy. Just listen to it. I mean, it's so crunchy. You hear that? It is a thing of beauty, you know, and whether it's just dressing a salad or making a beautiful lobster roll, I know I've got to be quiet because I had a peek before we came out. There were 3 different configurations. I think it was the 90 count in coconut, the 90 count future delivery in the panko, and maybe the combo in the future delivery. They all had less than 50 remaining. So we're going to sell out of these, you guys. So jump on in. Don't mess around. This is our last show.
A few of the future shipments have sold out, but the good news is it doesn't matter which one you would prefer, whether you like the original flavor, the panko, or you want the coconut encrusted. You can order them right now, and they will live forever in your freezer. In fact, this is how they come. They're packed perfectly frozen. You can pop them out 1 or 2 or 3 at a time. Pop them right in your air fryer. People love these. They were raving about them online. If you read the customer reviews, they were saying they just put these in the toaster oven, and you could serve restaurant quality, beautiful, gorgeous panko crusted shrimp. This is one of my favorite meals to go out and eat. I'll be honest, Curtis, I love tempura shrimp in a bowl. Yeah. I can't get a bowl in my neighborhood for like less than $18. It's $18 a bowl, and it's mostly rice and a few shrimp on top, right? The other thing I love to do is do shrimp salads, shrimp po' boys. Those are very expensive. I just went out for seafood in New England. I stood in line for over an hour at one of those clam shacks for the fried shrimp. It was more than $24 for a platter. So when you can get an entire 45 count or 90 count, 90 count is the best value. Get the lowest price per shrimp. And I always like to find seafood on sale, seafood on sale. I'm like this if I see seafood on sale because we know how expensive it is. But even better than just any seafood on sale, this is seafood that's already been prepared for you, that's ready to eat. Curtis, in my wildest dreams, I could never make this at home with the perfect proportions, the delicate crunch, the subtle flavors that you do. Can you explain for anybody who's tuning in what the panko versus the coconut will taste like, and how do you make it? How do you keep the crust crusty, and how do you keep the shrimp tender?
I knew you were going to ask this, so I prepared a little animation. So let me play
how
it
about
for
that?
You. It's actually called nobachi shrimp. So this is an age-old Japanese technique, right? It's all about tender shrimp, but it's also about delicious sweet shrimp. So what you do is you remove the shell. See those little incisions? You make those, and that elongates the shrimp, right? So it makes it even longer, but it also makes it even more tender. Then you go ahead and you bread it in the panko. We flash fry it, and then, of course, we flash freeze it and deliver it to your door. All you do is remove it from the package and drop it into the air fryer, or if you want, you can drop it into the oven as well. I mean, you can deep fry it too. That's totally up to you, but you don't need to. Now, here's the cool part. All the hard work is done. Of course, it's deveined. It is ready to just pick up and eat. We leave the little tail on, so you've got this cute little handle, but you can see how perfectly long and straight. They are wonderful and uniform. Now, the coconut is delicate. I'll show them to you literally side by side here. Now, you see the coconut on the bottom and the regular on the top. They've got just a slightly different color because the coconut will color just a little quicker, but we've been delicate with the coconut, so it's not that over the top. You know, sometimes you can taste coconut and it's very sweet and just too much. We haven't done that to you. What I have done to you, though, is I've made some beautiful lobster rolls. You mentioned that crab shack that you went to in New England. Well, forget about lobster, because what I've done is I've got those beautiful soft buns, and you'll be able to make these at home. I threw a little slaw. This is just red onion and fennel. And then you can go ahead and you can stack a couple of these beautiful shrimp right on in. I give it just a little squeeze of lemon. And now's when you get this. You get that beautiful sriracha. Here it is right here, okay? I'm just going to go ahead straight over the top. Be generous with it. Don't be stingy, because it is absolutely delicious. It has just the right amount of heat. And I tell you what, you bite into one of these and then tell me you don't like these shrimp, and I'll buy them for you for free. They are absolutely delicious.
How many shrimp have you already eaten today, Curtis Stone? You launched this at midnight last night. It is our today special, so it is one day only. It's our best value of the day. And I do want to give you some updates. If you want the coconut encrusted in the 90 count, I think that's the most popular. So again, you're choosing 45 or 90. You might as well double down. You know you're going to love them. You know it'll be nice to have ready to heat and eat meals that are in the fridge. This is restaurant quality. Our amazing chef Curtis Stone, he has award-winning restaurants. He has a Michelin star. He is a New York Times best-selling author. He is a butcher by trade. He knows and loves seafood. He is not going to give you anything less than the most amazing shrimp your money can buy. These are not small. They're not curled. They're not overly crunchy with just a tiny little bit of shrimp in the middle. People who have purchased these have been giving these rave reviews. The flavor, the flavor, the flavor. So here's the coconut, just to show you what the coconut looks like. You will see big, nice, large pieces of coconut. I'm going to try to cut this in half as delicately as possible so you can see that these are big shrimp. They are juicy, they are tender, and they're already cooked. All you do is heat and eat when you get them home. So you have the perfect amount of breading and you have the perfect amount of shrimp. Here's the original. And the original has just a nice, light, delicate flavor. So crunchy. They're not greasy. They're not oily. And look at the size of that shrimp. I have been dipping it in both the sriracha mayo and the soy ginger. I would recommend the combo. The sauces are very popular, and I think we only have a few hundred left. You can order just the spicy mayo or just the soy ginger, or get the packet of them both. They're just incredible, and they just are the perfect finishing touch for your amazing shrimp dinner. But at midnight, everything expires. This incredible price, this wonderful value, the first ever Shrimp Today special. So congratulations, Curtis. I mean, I know when you put your name on something, you are very passionate, you're very dedicated, you are the creator, you are the developer, you have designed all of these pans that are coming up. You invented DuraPan. You are #1 top customer rated brand here at HSN, because once people try it, I think they'll always want to have some shrimp in their freezer ready to go.
They really will. I mean, that's what's so great. And they can, especially if you opt into that auto delivery, well, then guess what? You lock in that price. Now, this is the sriracha aioli that I'm just drizzling over. And there they are right there, those two beautiful sauces. We also have 3 different seasonings for you: the Key West, the top of the bay, and the salt-free salmon. Talk about Taco Tuesday. Who cares about Taco Tuesday when you can have Taco Friday? You just pick that. Look at the size of these shrimp. I mean, it covers the entire taco, right? The crunchiness that you get from these, and it's effortless. if you did try and do this at home, you'd be getting out the breadcrumbs, you'd make an egg wash, you'd get out the flour, you'd devein the shrimp, you'd peel the shrimp. You'd never get them this straight because it's a technical thing to do. Just shut up and eat the taco, Chris. Oh, God.
Well,
It's
who doesn't love shrimp? I mean, you're the owner of Michelin-starred restaurants. Isn't shrimp always one of the most popular items on the menu?
Of course.
And I went out to dinner last night. There was shrimp on the menu. It was the most expensive item you could order on the menu. Easily. What would this cost in your restaurant?
Oh, look, if we were doing an appetizer with shrimp in them, our appetizers are somewhere between $30 and $40. But shrimp, of course, it's a higher priced product. So if we were to go and use 3 shrimp, and these are big shrimp, so that, is what I'm suggesting that you'll be spending, what you'll be putting onto a plate. By the way, have a look at some of these meal inspirations. It can be this simple. It can be coconut shrimp with beautiful broccolini and asparagus right here and a little squeeze of lemon over the top. And then if you wanted to, you could add the sauce. I really do love that soy and ginger. It has a real nice freshness to it. It also, believe it or not, it's so crunchy, you kind of need a little something to bring down the crunch because they are just so delicious and crunchy. So that sauce actually gives a really nice balance. Here's another great idea. Look, I've done some noodles here. And I've got the laksa, and here we go. I've actually gone ahead. Now, a laksa is a coconut-based curry sauce or soup, if you will. I'm going to just pour this over the top here. So any kind of spice or curry would work so nicely. And I do this with the with those beautiful noodles there. And then, of course, to me, is a bit more of a dipping sauce. So go ahead and drop these guys in. 1, 2, 3. Now, don't forget what you're spending. $1.40, $2.80, $3, $4.20. Am I smarter than a 5th grader? No, says my son. But, I mean, for a meal, to spend $5, $6, all in, I think that's really good value. You go to a supermarket and try and go and shop around and walk out of there with lunch and spend $5 or $6. It's very, very difficult to do. So actually what you're doing tonight by investing in this is you're saving money. And I think that that's really, really wise. Yeah. You have to choose. Do you want the 45? This is the panko. This is the coconut. You can mix and match. You can get 45 of each and create that combo pack. That is very, very limited. You guys don't miss out on this. I'm going to show you just how quick and simple it is. What you're going to do is you're going to take a bag like this straight out of your freezer, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, you've jumped back over. I'm just chatting away, talking to myself. It happens quite a lot, and I think the older I get, the more it's happening. So I don't know if I should see someone.
It happens to the best of us, Curtis. I want you to know how many shrimp I've eaten while Curtis has been talking. By the way, these are really meaty. These are really large. These are really substantial. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had 4 shrimp. I still have 2 more out here. They might have to bring me more samples. I mean, this is how yummy it is. Also, they're super easy to pop in an air fryer. If you have an air fryer, that's the easiest way. That's the fastest way. You get all the crunch. You're not going to microwave these. No microwaving allowed. That's going to make them soggy. You want to keep the crunch of the panko. These are all the finest ingredients. These are the freshest ingredients. These are exactly what Curtis Stone would serve you in his 5-star Michelin-starred restaurants. He wants you to have the best. I love going out to dinner and I love ordering shrimp, but that's something that's expensive and we don't get to do that all the time. This is that 5-star restaurant quality at home and easy to serve for others. So maybe you have last-minute friends coming over for dinner and you're like, oh, I need an appetizer. Oh my goodness, thank goodness I have the Panko shrimp ready to go in the freezer. There's no need to do anything. I'll be the first to admit I'm not a cook. Just